There were 414 overdose deaths in Hamilton County. This year, it'll be much higher.
Yeah, these are much more than just numbers. They represent lives. Those numbers prompted prosecutor Joe Deters to ask a judge for immunity for anyone who turns in heroin laced with carfentanil. Local 12's Deborah Dixon was in the courtroom for the decision.
It's possible Hamilton County was a sort of test market for the powerful killer carfentanil heroin. Now that it's here, county leaders are looking for ways to deal with it.
This year, as of June, we have 177 deaths. If a terrorist came to Cincinnati and blew up a building and killed that many people, the outrage would be out of control.
Joe Deters asked Judge Robert Ruehlman to grant immunity to anyone turning in drugs that could lead to overdoses targeting carfentanil-laced heroin.
Without the immunity,
people are afraid to come forward. As we discussed in the back room, we may have family members that find it.
The immunity idea came up after two men were arrested last week in Lincoln Heights with drugs that included heroin with carfentanil. The belief is some of it was already sold.
We're still going after the predators, the dealers, strong and hard. What we're trying to do is save lives here.
But what addict is going to turn in heroin instead of using it? Now it goes back to supply and demand. There is not enough treatment here for Hamilton County's addicts.
If we don't have treatment in place for those that do turn it in and the people that may say, hey, enough is enough, I'm not going to ingest this, they need to have opportunities, and the county's working hard on finding real solutions.
This is the amount of carfentanil that can kill, the amount that's on this pinhead. So if people are going to turn in the drug, they need to know how to handle it.
If at all possible, always use gloves, put it in a Ziploc bag, something that's sealed. Something that you can seal, duct tape it, whatever you have to do, but keep yourself safe.
It's so dangerous, drugs aren't field tested by first responders. So dangerous, scientists at the crime lab wear gloves and masks. But it's in our neighborhoods now. Deborah Dixon, Local 12 News.
Well, today there seems to be a flurry of overdose runs for police and firefighters. The head of Hamilton County's heroin task force says it's an average overdose day, though. Newtown Chief Tom Synan says that means about 20 to 25 overdoses. Cincinnati Fire says EMS used Narcan 7 times in about 1 hour, 3 times at one address.